All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Monogatari, Often Monster, Episode 12.
The lady with the fists that destroy things is on the way. Mm-hmm. It's a problem.
It is a problem.
We gotta fix this tonight.
We gotta fix it tonight, and everybody's split up to go on their leads. Mm-hmm. We now have a bit of a timetable here, but also we also might have misinterpreted what's actually going on.
Right. Because we've got a vampire that's going to be waking up tonight, but couldn't have done the last one.
Yeah.
So what's the deal?
Who's doing this? Maybe it's none of it is actually Deathtopia.
Yeah, maybe there's someone with a penchant for beaches and other tropical-esque weather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. So, yeah, what kind of twisted meal is Monogatari going to serve us up here this episode?
I don't know, but I get the feeling it will have some spicy mustard.
Mustard. Nice. Very good. So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Nice.
何を言われるかと思ったらびっくりしたぞ。
What did you expect to hear tonight?
今の今まで全くなかった。変なことを考えておるのよ。
Yeah.
お前様で。
No, you.
Okay. Just want to make sure you're doing okay.
あやつはわしのようななりきりと違って、モノ本の生まれついての吸血鬼じゃからな。
Okay.
神聖の吸血鬼にとって侮辱にしかならん。
Wow. Yeah.
よりどうしてもと言いたいことなら他にあるのじゃ。我が主様。
どうしてもと言いたい他のこと。
Right. Yeah. Open up. It's just us, you know.
だけはわしがお前様の奴隷なんじゃなくって、お前様がわしの奴隷って設定にしておいてくれんかの。
So are we getting like regal form Shinobu again?
Possibly. I mean, it might just be also the understanding that the time they spend here might also be the last time they spend. So, in the same way that it would be insulting to call her harmless, like, I don't want to just be a donut eating little, little shadow dweller, you know?
I have no desire to eat these donuts, but if you would like to try one...
ちょっと奴隷になってくれない？あと一晩家を貸して。
わかった。
Ah, yep.
Fantastic.
今夜僕の奴隷になって手料理を作ってくれ。
Wow.
今夜まで生きられると。
Okay.
Amazing. Still not talking to,
早いね、真面目だね。
Sundra though.
Yeah.
していたやつに早いねと言われてもな。ほら。
Hola.
まあそれに意味があるかどうかはわからないけれど。
そうだね。ほんで、今回は数字だけなんだね。
Yeah, it's less,
解けたっちゃ解けたけど。
もうかよ。
今日のあれと同じ。
right, it's the same kind of general pattern.
イニシャルなんだとすれば、女子バスケットボール部員の中にそのイニシャルの持ち主がいる。
Yeah, it's two.
朦朧とした意識で思いついただけの仲間の名前を書こうとしただけかもしれないし、これもそう思わせるための偽装かもしれない。
Okay. Sure.
ですよね。部員の中に吸血鬼がいるだなんて意外な真相すぎますよね。
Yeah, if they were scared you were getting onto the right path, you throw something to put you off.
ここまでに聞かせてもらっていいかい、コヨミン。暗号解読の手順を。
Yeah.
素数も絡んでいませんでした。理系は理系でも数学ではなく、
Stemmed from STEM.
自然科学、摂氏と可視でした。
ああ。だから F と C。
つまり暗号文にあるすべての数字の下一桁。820の0、280の0。
Cool.
820、280、610。
Cool. And then it's conversions.
C が暗号文に対する回答文ってわけだ。
Cool.
かもしれませんけれど、でも朦朧とした意識で思
No.
Right.
部の部員の中にイニシャル FC の女子高生は何人いました
0人いなかった。
Ha.
カンバルも現役時代はショートカットだったけれど、運動部だからじゃなくて、まさかカンバルの真似をしてみんな似たような髪型ってことはないよな。
Oh, okay.
これが一般例だとはさすがに思いたくない、大人として。
No, hopefully not.
まずいな。女子高生のコロニーに覚悟もなく踏み入ってドロドロの底なしの間に足を取られている間に影縫い。
Yeah, you want to have more to show for it.
僕がそう思うのは仕方ないとして、ガエンさん、 あの人まるっきりあなたの言うこと
Right?
You would think.
You could call her off if,
そんな現状でも女子高生の血を吸うことくらいはできるだろうから
yeah, they're just small humans, yeah.
弱体化に限界が来て自ら官民に入ったという見方もできる。官民にして島民にして下民の
Well done, well done. That was good.
ちゃんのところに戻ろうとし生きだ
The immigrations officer, yes.
実際のところ上に負けて女子高生を襲ったって線が一番強いとしても
And that would be just too simple, but it's
言うのもここだけの話。ちょっとした縁があるんだよ。問題のスーサイドマスターと大問題の影縫いに
wait, directly
How?
between the two of them?
たとえスーサイドマスターが今回の犯人でなくても
This time around.
あの下道の陰陽師が今回だけは支援で動きかねない。
Mobilize.
Okay.
支援というだけでおよそ余人には立ち入りがたいものを感じたので官は9代名簿にはそんなイニシャルの持ち主はいなかった。
What about past years?
フランチャイズってことはないだろうから例えばフットボールクラブとか
Okay.
クラブあったんですよそういうのが
Oh.
その昔ってほど昔はありませんけれど
Whoa. And that is something that maybe you would think about.
Yeah.
ミラの髪型がみんなほとんど同じだと思った時に
Were these all her super fans?
ちょっくら探りを入れてみますよ
Okay.
妹、
うちの妹かっこ大きい方です
Yeah, yeah.
私はこのままこの病院で携帯電話の分析を根性で捜索隊の報告を待って夜に備えるよ。
Would it have been different if it was Sukihi?
幼なじみちゃんのことはともかく妹ちゃんと駿河に関しては二人とも高校からの下校を待たなきゃならないだろう。
ようカレンちゃん
You've personaed long enough.
Exactly.
カンバルのファンクラブについて聞きたいことがあるんだが
単刀直入すぎんだろう。ま、お帰りくらい言え。
Nice.
でから始まる本題があるか。枕
Right. That's just not proper.
カンバル先生のファンクラブ？
最近活動を再開したとかそういう話は聞かないか
いや。
Yeah, that would be weird if it started up again. Like, yeah, exactly.
犯人が女子バスケットボール部の中にいようとファンクラブの中にいようと吸血鬼が何食わぬ顔をして直江津高校に通っているかもしれないという現実に変わりはない
Which is a problem.
I mean, there was one a couple years ago, you know? Haragi.
うまくやってるってのがどういう学校生活を指すのかは知らねえけど。
もう一個いいかカレンちゃん
なんだよ。
カレンちゃんが月日ちゃんと共に活動していたファイヤーシスターズって
Oh.
Oh, it's got the numbers on the...
バスケットボール部と同じように主軸であり核であったカレンが抜けた後の 津軽気に中のコミュニティがその後
Yeah, how did things adjust?
Yeah.
派閥争いがあったりはしなかったのだろうか
その辺は参謀担当の月日ちゃんがうまくやって、
Our strategist, yes.
私も含めて他のやつに自分の真似ができるなんて思っちゃいなかった。
Yeah, she's a bit self-inflated in that regard, yeah.
Yeah.
その自意識と自意識過剰はよっぽど心配だけれどしかしそれは見識だ
There's the rising
Yeah, the
Phoenix,
rising
yeah.
Phoenix, yeah.
カンバルが悪いわけじゃないと分かってはいても今の女子バスケットボール部の現状は
Yeah, and that put the pressure and expectation on a lot of them to perform despite
Right.
not having the same desires.
最後のミイラはまだ作られてないってことになるのかな
どうでしょうね。神様になりたての私の目がこの町の隅々まで滞りなく行き届いているような。
I wouldn't need to walk anywhere. And that would be no fun.
Oh, so that.
荒木は運転中でして。はい。
Wait, who's calling Hachikuchi?
なるほど。
Senjigahara? Well, no, that's Araragi's phone, and she picked it up for
Oh,
him.
sure.
の無事が確認されたそうです。
結構なことじゃないかようやく飛び込んできたいいニ
But
ュー
that
ス
could be
だ
a
ぜ
bad thing because,
そのことほぐべき同胞のどこが
well, if no one's got attacked.
無罪という意味でもあるんですよ。調査の結果、バスケットボール部員の中
Right, which means we could have our suspect in custody. That's why there's no attacks.
Right.
振り出しに戻る
Yeah, we have to go back. Yeah.
今夜は日傘の家でパジャ
後輩たちの現状をブレストするというもののようだ
Sure.
と一周この屋敷の周りに結界を張ってきたから 万が一バトル展開になったとしても大丈夫だよ。
Alright, here we go.
なあ、忍様。
Yes, Shinobu-sama.
ああ、わしのことか、我が主様。じゃなくて、我が。
Yes, yes.
You stuttered.
600年生きるってどんな感じなんだ？いや、
You ask this now?
この1年を振り返るだけでも変遷があったと思うわけでございますよ。
That was funny.
Yeah.
その頃は信じられなかったと思うんだよ。
普通に話されても何を言っておるのかさっ私は覚えきれん過去をズバズバ切り捨ててきたからな。
Threw it away again and again.
まだ吸血鬼だった頃のキスショットアセロラオリオンハートアンダーブレードはこの質問に即答した。
Yeah.
エストピア・ビルトゥオーゾ・スーサイドマスター。
Okay.
Oh shit.
She's awake.
Wow. Laughing like this, like no airs, just
Yeah.
joy. And their laughter echoed through the night.
どうやらまた死んでしまったらしい。
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
年を取ったもんじゃの。
2人の幼女は600年ぶりに再会。
What a statement.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
developments in the mystery though.
Yeah. Okay. Deathtopia has been revived.
Yes.
Cool. They laughed. Awesome.
Together.
Yeah.
No ka. You know?
Nope.
Full free laughter and joy
Yes.
at seeing someone that in a lot of ways you'd bonded far closer than you ever could have thought. And yet it was someone from
Reunited
such a
from
long
across
time ago
time.
that there was probably so much nervousness surrounding what this reunion would feel like.
Yep.
That when it actually happened, and the first thing Deathtopia does is laugh uncontrollably with joy of the
Right.
hilariousness of, oh, what do you know? I died again and I'm being revived, and there she is again.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
Right. Of course.
This is of course it is. This is some
Right.
great cosmic joke, and you could feel the release as Shinobu was like, "Yeah, it is funny. Like,
Yep.
like it happened again."
And
Yeah.
there's this vibe to it, right? Because of course it's the two powerful vampires reuniting and stuff, right? And
Of
so
course.
you know, it like the whole. I'm glad that they addressed it of like, hey, Shinobu being a not dangerous vampire or a peaceful vampire, you know, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
That is very much the exception rather than the rule. Right? You know, even though Deathtopia might be small and cute and all of that stuff, no, she is dangerous. This is, you know, this is a being of supreme power that we are waking up.
Yes.
This could get very interesting and very dicey very quickly.
Very quickly.
But they're laughing. Cool. Okay. After Shinobu talked about throwing away the past, that felt interesting to me because, okay, yeah, you know, oddities not changing and things like that. Sure. And if you're going to live for hundreds of years, you'd have to do that on some level.
You would, yeah.
And yet this is the ultimate example of going back to the past.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think on some level you can't help but be thrown back to that time when you built so much of a connection to a person in such a
Sure.
soul exclusive way.
Right.
And I am kind of loving the amounts of questions and permission being asked by characters, specifically Araragi and Shinobu, in asking for favors from people because, yeah, there's no harm in asking, but there's kind of this big asking that it's like, okay, what gonna, Kamaru, I need your help in these areas here. And they're like,
Okay.
yeah, but no, you won't live tonight if you're gonna talk to me like that. It's like, okay, yep, not you then.
Yeah,
All
no
right,
worries.
fine. But then, given that this is somebody that Shinobu was really close to, in a lot of ways, Araragi almost being like, yeah, I'm totally fine with this happening, but it's
Right. He's happy for her, and
Yeah,
also
he's-
he has so many questions.
yeah, he's happy for her, but he has like maybe that, I don't know, slight reservation and worry of like, this is someone that you were really close to. Is this going to change anything with us with regards to doing this?
There is absolutely the undertones of like hey, you're going to get coffee with like the ex.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. And it's the like, but we're all mature adults here. Like,
right.
like we don't need to freak out in that regard.
Nope.
So it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And while there are the world perimeter boundary related things all being established to make sure that this is a congenial, meeting.
Right.
There is kind of an understanding that also just because Deathtopia is ancient super vampire, what have you, and she's being revived here, it doesn't mean that like Shinobu would be helpless against her. It's more just like, would Shinobu actually be capable or willing to stop her ultimately if it came down to that?
And I like how Araragi brought that up. But then also Shinobu kind of corrected him, but also dodged the question.
Yes. Just a
like,
little bit.
Don't think of her as like a vampire that we'd want to pass off as harmless, right? That would not go appreciated, right?
Right, not go appreciated, but not then the question of but
So what is
so what should I do then?
Yeah,
like,
and what do you want to have happen, right?
Right. And that's kind of fun because I don't think Shinobu knows herself. And I think that hesitancy is shown in her kind of hesitancy surrounding the joining in of the laughter. But once she did, she's like, right. This is a dear friend, and we get to see each other again, and we can laugh at the hilarious coincidence that this is.
Oh, sure.
Know?
On top of the not answering Araragi's other question of
about
how do you see
humans
humans
still?
Right, exactly. And then on top of that, when there's the whole, and maybe this is an innocuous thing, because hey, they've done the whole, he's the master and all that stuff for a long time now. Old habits die hard.
Yeah.
But that, oh, yeah, right, I'm supposed to be the master now. Yes, you're my servant, my slave, or whatever, right. Yes, the Sama and my master, right? Like add all the window dressing on there.
Shinobu gets in this cute outfit with the special hat to be like,
exactly.
Look, it's blood colored, and I am clearly the important one here. Look at my hat; it tells me that I am the superior one.
Like on the one hand, Shinobu is absolutely doing the thing of the yes, I will do the performance thing. Well, at the same time, girl, if you wanted to do the performance thing, I feel like it would have been the hey, Araragi. The smart thing to do here, actually, would be for me to re-drink some of your blood or whatever to get a lot of my powers back, which would also, by the way, help contain the situation if she decides to go crazy.
Right,
but then also she'll be able to see me in my regal self, because you're still, like, Deathtopia is very familiar what it takes for a, fully fledged vampire to revert to the form of a child. So even though you're all dolled up and everything and, Araragi's calling you master, that is still...
Yeah.
You are not changing that, right? Which I think is a really cool element of she has grown a lot, and so she is not entirely lying about who she is. She's more lying about some of the circumstances, right?
Yeah. And I get a little bit of the vibe that there's a few interpretations as to why she didn't go that route, which is that, one, that would be a little bit not cool of Shinobu to maybe ask that of Araragi. Maybe. Now, while it's just an ask, again, that's been the point this episode, that you can just ask. It's okay.
Right. She decided that she wanted to be small, like, at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Right?
And while I think that she could also be wanting to not intimidate and or present herself as being above her old master in that regard.
Sure, meet her where she's at, yeah.
Like, meeting her on the same level, I think that there was still some nervousness surrounding the status that she would be viewed at by Deathtopia. Yes. And thus, like, thinking back to, and while it was important that we got the flashback of, their final, well, not final, but their goodbye centuries ago and stuff. Shinobu's kind of like, okay, well, I'm just a little bit nervous, and I just need to communicate that.
And I gotta say, that does add another fun layer to the joke, right? Because it's the, waking up and I see you again. Because, of course, right?
Of course
but then
I do,
also
yeah.
the, hey, you're like me now.
Yeah.
Like, huh.
Time's a bitch, ain't it? Yeah.
Right. It feels like the equivalent of the, my God, you've gotten fat, you know? Like,
I definitely think that there's the laughter primarily because of the joke of waking up to you again. It's like, oh, I died again. Haha, this joke again. But also there's the joy of then getting to see her because it's not...
being reunited. And
Well, because it's not just a short kaka laugh or what have you. It's the
full
It's
laugh
the actual gut laugh, but
that
also,
goes on for a long time.
It goes on for a long time, but it's also something of, oh, if I was so weak, honestly, that like it got to this, I'm now at that point where just living life and not holding back or trying to perform in any way really matters. Like I'm old, you know. I'm really old.
I'm
like,
old, Gandalf.
Yeah, and I know I don't look it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Stretched.
I am really curious what they're setting up with the FC part.
There were
The fan club thing I think is really inspired Araragi, but it doesn't have to be that. But when I think about what might be being hinted at with the fan club, the idea that the girls do all kind of give off the same look as Kambaru might be that there was some kind of
it's one of those it's one of those things where the plot from this arc, the actual like mystery and everything, I like the idea of it. I like some of the details and the hints and the things like that, but I'm having a trouble following it, right? Because I feel like it's sort of a similar thing with the previous episode, but like, all right, cool, we've got these sort of developments, but I don't know what that means yet, right? And so like it's this. And I don't yet see the connection point between all the character stuff that's happening over here versus the plot stuff that's happening, because while I get that, you know, Kaganui will dispense whatever justice she deems fit,
and
right?
she does have a past with Deathtopia, which is
Okay, that's
cool.
another
That can be revealed
mystery.
later,
Let's see what that is, right? And, you know, but I don't actually think that Deathtopia did it, right? Even though she's the obvious culprit, right? So...
Yeah, I guess the part that could be
funky.
just the sad part about this is that it is actually something so simple as that she did do it, and that's how desperate she was to basically see Shinobu and just needed...
Sure. And then, like, there's this part of me that's like, okay, what if there's like some poetry thing of like, you know, maybe there's some vampire that's still loose or whatever, you know,
or just a person potentially like is copying a death that did actually happen, and you know, because like one of the girls was just like drowned, like
or at least the body was hidden in under, like, at the bottom of a lake.
Yeah, it just seems like the kind of things that a vampire wouldn't do.
Right, exactly. And, you know, there's something so human about these, right?
Yeah,
but if it ends up being something where it is the whole thing of like a vampire was created, and it's something where like Deathtopia fed, and then that creates a vampire that then
Who
does
then
vampire
went
things.
and did vampire things, yeah.
I would love it. This would be just a headcanon thing, that Deathtopia went for so long without drinking other people's blood, because I will only drink the blood of Princess Acerola, that her body rejected the blood. And so then it's like she did the vampire thing, and now, but she's kind of turned into sort of like a different oddity. Not that she's not a vampire, but she's like a more specific vampire, right? Like, you know, she has she got a blood donation from an incompatible type, you know, right? And it's like, oh, fuck, you know, and then all the stuff happens, and oh, hey, she's here, right? But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see.
But okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.